Intentional living. What does that mean to you? Do you feel like your life is out of your control? Well, I have tips in this video that are going to help you with taking back the reins of your life. All right, let's get into it. What's winning, you guys? It's Coach Kale here, back again with yet another video. Before we start though, I'd love for you to like and subscribe to this channel. I have lots of great content coming up and I'd love for you to view that stuff and learn from it. So what the heck is intentional living? It's basically that you're living according to your inner dharma or guiding light. So living according to your own purpose and that you have complete control over what happens to you. Instead of life happening to you, you actually affect life. Too often we're stuck in this go, go, go kind of life. So we're stuck in, doing our responsibilities or our job and, the structure that we kind of live in. And you can't quite help being in that kind of situation because that's what society has built us to be. And we are just a product of our society and the people around us. So we're drilled into, going to school, going to college, and then getting a job, starting a 401k, having a family, buying a house, buying a car. So you're trapped into this situation that you can't quite get out of. I'm not saying everything in that list is bad. It's just the way you kind of react to it, right? So I'm gonna go through some steps in this video and we're gonna break down how you can actually consciously take control of your life. The first thing you should do is to realize that your life is made up of choices. So you have complete control over everything that happens to you and everything that you do. So one of these exercises that I've tried doing recently is waking up, and as soon as I wake up, in the first 10 minutes, I would write down all my goals and all the things that I want to kind of achieve for the week or the month or the year. So it's a great exercise to go through where you're constantly thinking about the things you want to achieve with your life. You don't want to wake up when you're 80 years old and realize that you've wasted your youth. So it's really important to start thinking about what you want to do and how you want to be as a person as early as possible, and then work towards those goals. The second thing you should do is to evaluate the culture that you're in. So this doesn't mean, shunning everybody, but what it really means is that you got to figure out, okay, who are the people around me? What kind of neighborhood am I in? Am I hanging out with the right people? Right? So when you start thinking this way, you can look into things like meetup groups that are maybe an entrepreneur group or a real estate group if you're interested in going into real estate. Trying to find positive people in the field that you want to be in is a great way to fuel your growth. So make sure you go through and kind of make an itemized list of the people that are in your inner circle, and then think about, okay, are these people negative? Are these people positive? And if there are more negative people than positive people, well, lean towards those positive people and lean against the negative ones. Sometimes you can't quite help it because people are in your family and you can't quite get rid of those folks. But at least if you listen to the people who are positive, that are in your inner circle, then you can maybe drown out the negative people that are actually holding you down. The third thing you do is to examine yourself. So examining yourself is so important to actually breaking through that mental programming that you kind of created for yourself. So if you were to borrow that 10-minute concept that I just mentioned earlier in this video, you would basically go through and think about, what are my positive attributes? What are my negative attributes? What can I do to actually fix those negative attributes and to make that a daily habit to fix those negative attributes? I would definitely recommend looking into yourself and to fix those little parts of yourself that you need to fix to go forward. So you've gone through those initial steps, and so the next thing you should do is to define your own life. Stop comparing yourself to other people, or stop wasting your energy on jealousy and saying, oh, I wish I was, that guy, man, that guy was so lucky, like if I were in that position. No, you're actually in control of your own life. So you should embrace the type of person that you are and go forward in a positive manner. So we're going to get into the weeds a little bit and we're going to define your purpose. Defining your purpose is based off of those exercises that we did earlier in the video, like examining yourself and realizing that your life is made up of choices. So you got to use these tools to kind of think about what you actually want to do with your life. And this may take, a week, or it may take months. So just be patient with yourself, and once you figure out your purpose, then you can break it down into goals. And that rolls into setting goals. I'm a huge fan of breaking down huge goals into tiny micro goals and then making them into daily habits. For example, if you want to be a real estate agent, that's a huge goal. But what can you do tomorrow? What can you do the next day? What can you do the month after to kind of work towards that goal? Sometimes big goals like that take time to actually complete, and you have to be patient with yourself. But it's making those daily habits of, let's say, checking in with a meetup group, or talking to a realtor, or doing more research about your field. Doing those little tiny things every day actually count towards that big goal. So it's okay. Be patient with yourself. The next thing you should do is stay focused. So now you're doing these tiny micro goals towards your big goal, but maybe sometimes you feel disheartened, or you get like distracted by somebody who wants to hang out with you, or if you have to go to like a recital or something like that. But you know what? Life is really great about throwing wrenches in your way. So right now with COVID going on, maybe there is time to actually focus on what you want to do, because there are less things going on and there are less opportunities to hang out with people. So make those check-ins with your goals a daily habit. The last thing you should do is to reach out to others. And I've mentioned that earlier in this video, but finding like-minded people that you can actually team up with is a great way to stay on track. And I've actually used commitment buddies to keep me on track. So I would definitely recommend that you use either commitment buddies or find a group of people that you want to team up with. So I hope those tips have helped you with wanting to live intentionally. It's totally possible to flip the script on your life anytime you want. I would encourage you to journal your journey. Of course, come back to this video anytime you need it and leave a comment down below. I'd love to see where you're going with everything you want to achieve. Thanks again for watching yet another video from me, and I hope these tips will help you achieve everything that you desire. Of course, I would love for you to like, subscribe, and hit that beautiful notification bell for me, and I'll see you next time, and let's be better.